Welcome to the Cashavelli Experience. My name is Chris Cash, 20 plus years in this city. And I built this show for one type of person. The one who is tired of asking for permission. Cashavelli, yeah. They don't clap when you climb, they feel your shine gon' cast a shade. Cause your light gon' expose everybody in the grave. You ain't know, you ain't get the memo. Come on, we on go, let's go. Cashavelli, yeah, let's go. Come on. They intimidated, and just end up like it's love. They gon' say, stay humble, hurt they neck to look up. I'm the plug that they unplug, cause the current got too heavy, way too bright for they socket. Blew a fuse with they envy, so support them gotta live it. When your wing gon' make them small, they gon' love it when you stumble. Fake love you when you ball. They be praying for your downfall like it's Sunday, amen. So I dove and I came up on the deep end. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, you know. Cashavelli.com. 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 Yeah. Cashavelli.com. So last episode, I told you to lay the track. Today, this episode, I want to talk about what the track is made of. If you want somebody to hype you up and send you back to sleep, this ain't it. But if you are ready to own your money, own your mind, own your moves, this is it right here. This is a city that will sell you the dream. We build the one you actually own. Real estate is just a metaphor. Ownership over everything. Let's get into it. Welcome to the frequency.
Yo, turn this up.
Feel me?
Chris Cash.
From the radio to the streets.
Yeah,
Come on.
Chris Cash. I'm making it happen. Either behind the scenes or rapping. Hit don't stop.
All right, here's what we got today. I told you last episode that we were gonna talk about the case you're building that you never are going to present. It turns out most of you aren't building it against somebody. You are building it for somebody. And low key, that's even worse. Then we hit that turf talk. I've spent more time at my kids' fields and gyms than most agents spend at open houses. And it taught me something about this valley you cannot get from a listing photo. 3 neighborhoods, same price, 3 completely different lives. And then I slow it all the way down. There's a reason growth feels like the worst season of your life while it's happening. A rabbi who was also a psychiatrist explained it with a lobster. And I have not been able to shake it. And that's that real talk. A case, a commute, and a lobster. All 3 of them tie in together. My name is Chris Cash, the architect of ownership. Let's go ahead and build, baby.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, this Weezy F right here.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Kanye.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
Yeah.
Let's get it, boy.
Cashavelli, you heard me?
Hey, this is what I be telling them. The outcome, that's irrelevant. I be doing this thing for reps. Chris Cash, Cashavelli, digital real estate coming soon. Ice Cube, I'm jacking for beat. I do what I want, that's me. All of my ops, they did. Where does it go? My head. I only do this for the reps. I'm recording while they rest. Locked in the room, obsessed. Prophesizing while in debt. The devil sometimes in the dress. To keep you enslaved to the flesh. I'm breaking the chains, escaping the net. Timeless flow, I'm here to protect. I'll give you the truth that might make you upset. Just know I never settle for less. Just know that the pressure a test. Just know the attention a step. Just take time to sit back and reflect. And look at the things you neglect. Opportunity cost you collect. The lies you say under your breath. The things that you say I get it. But try to get out of your head. Unless you could tell me a flex. Tell me like how you live life the best. I'll wait, try to maintain. Ain't about me, so I'll be okay. I done learned the game, how to make these plays. How to stack chips like Frito-Lay. Finish what you start, better clean your plate. You ain't put in work, there'll be no cake. Get up every day, you gon' see what I made. Gas up the grill, you'll need propane. The outcome, irrelevant. Yeah, you know, I do it for the reps. Outcome, irrelevant. Yeah, you know, I do it for the reps. Outcome, irrelevant. Yeah, you know, I do it for the reps. Outcome, irrelevant. Yeah, you know, I do it for the reps. So look, nobody has ever fallen in love with a resume. Not a client, not a partner, not a woman, not a room. And yet, that's what most of us hand people. Effort is not currency. Here is what is at stake today. What's at stake is years, not money. I'm talking about time. I'm talking about years. Years you could spend applying for positions that were never open, building a case for a jury that already left the building, proving yourself to somebody who was never going to be moved by proof. And the cruel part about it is you'll be working that whole entire time. You'll be working hard too. So it'll feel like effort. It'll feel like you are grinding and all. It feels like you're doing the right thing. So last episode, I told you I wanted to talk about the case that you are building that you were never going to present. And I thought I was gonna talk about revenge, right? I thought I was gonna talk about the conversation you rehearsed with somebody who isn't in the room. But that is the small version. Here is the big version. Most of you aren't building a case against somebody. You're building a case for somebody. A case for why you are worth it. Why you should be picked. Why they should stay. So the question is, why do you have a case at all? Because here's what everybody believes. You believe if the case just gets better, more proof, more convincing, more effort, more showing up, eventually it's gonna land. So you pour in, show up harder, more. Text first every time, take the meeting you shouldn't have take. Make yourself easier to choose, right? Hoping the sheer volume of effort eventually reads as volume. But it never does. Effort is not currency. Reciprocity is, and reciprocity is the word. Effort, you have to explain, isn't attraction. No, it's an application. And nobody has ever fallen in love with a resume. Real talk. So here's the standard, and it's one question, not how much did I give? That's a feeling, and feelings lie. So here's the standard. Does it come back? Not equally, but mutually. Is the other person carrying something of their own, or are they carrying your energy and calling it a partnership? And this is not a relationship thing. Run it across everything. The client who never returns a call isn't a client. That's just hope. The partner who only shows up when he needs something isn't a partner. That's the user. Same standard, no exception, no version where you make it work because, you like them and stuff like that. No, here's what I know at this point in my life. The right people don't need convincing. They automatically recognize. Look, you gotta understand I am building something, and I started building next to it. That's not something you win, that's something you match. So stop auditioning. Become the person who life makes sense to be a part of. And then let people walk toward it or walk past it. Both are information. Neither one is a rejection. You're not trying to be chosen. You are trying to be matched. Now, that standard has to live somewhere, right? Because a standard you only hold when you feel strong isn't a standard. It's a mood. So let me show you where I actually keep mine in the house.
Cashavelli.
Cashavelli, homie. Cashavelli in it. You already know how we moving in it. Come on, Cashavelli in it. Yeah. Started on the radio with headphones, but I was working for a check till that bread gone. Realized that my own voice stay control, doing numbers for something that I didn't own. Oh no, I was broke with no dough, not enough to make some bread, but I'm still on the frequency that got my name known in the city. Still my presence boxed in, wrapped in a bow, and an arrow pointed me straight to the dough. Not a native to Vegas, but learned the game show. You'll be in jeopardy for info no one needs to know, but portfolios and property is how to grow. Hidden Hills Club, now I want all the smoke. I'm getting deals now when I'm picking up the whole thing. It's to get the team in motion. Vocal waves on the screen looking like an ocean. Yeah, you know, I finally got some motion now. Everything organic, everything is kosher now. Yeah, I finally got some motion. So I'ma keep it going. Yeah, you know, I finally got some motion now. Everything organic, everything is kosher now. Yeah, I finally got some motion. So I'ma keep it going.
Yo, this is Bullethead from Bullethead's house, live in Las Vegas, coming to you from Chino's Mexican Kitchen, right there on Tropic Pecos, 5075 South Pecos. You are now listening to The Frequency by Chris Cash. Man, I see you doing your thing, Chris. Love it, man. Get your frequency together and tap in with Chris Cash. Too easy.
What's good?
Chris Cash. Get him, man.
This mixtape movement won't stop. I'ma keep hitting you with the hotness. That's how we do.
Hey!
Windows down, phone face down, let it ring. Whole city want a piece, I don't need a thing. Just a road and the radio, I drive slow. Check the mirror, here we go. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. 215, I got nothing to prove. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. 215, I got nothing to prove. Everybody posting where they at, I just go. I leave my phone on silent, never break the flow. Funny how the quiet used to make me nervous. Now it's the only thing that be working. Follow my purpose, no GPS in the vision. Every wrong turn help me with my intuition. No rush, already arrived. Peace was the payment, I paid it with time. It's multiplying, that's appreciation over time. Pass the exit slow, ain't nobody on my line. Nobody in the passenger, and that's okay too. I love my own company all the way through. Pulled up to the Lifetime, engine still warm. Sat there for a minute, that's the quiet for the storm. Ain't no lease, ain't no rent on my name. Cruising toward the future that I made. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. 215, I got nothing to prove. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. 215, I got nothing to prove. Everything appreciating, even on the drive. I ain't flexing, homie, I just own my time. I left the internet, I'm on the way to the gym. Took me years just to slow it down like this. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. 215, I got nothing to prove. Used to race the clock, now the clock race me. Freeway wide open, that's what freedom's supposed to be. Smooth, all the way through. Real talk. 215, I got nothing to prove. Alright, there's a saying that goes around. Your kids won't inherit your money. They will inherit your habits. I don't know who said it first. And it doesn't really matter because it's true, and you should be scared with that, because here's my version. Legacy isn't what you leave behind, right? It's what keeps running after you walk away. And a thing that keeps running is not a feeling or a value or a talk you had once. It's an entire system. So, how do you actually raise owners in a world that is engineered to produce consumers? Because that is the default. We know that, right? We've been talking about that. The default script hands a kid a screen to keep them quiet. And an algorithm becomes the landlord of your household. Nobody chose that. It's just what happens when there's no system in place. And most people answer is, I just need to be more strict, more rules, more enforcement. Nah, bruh, nah. A working operating system doesn't negotiate standards on the fly. That's the whole thing, okay? If you are enforcing at 8 at night, you've already lost, because at 8 at night, you're tired. They are tired. Tired people start to negotiate. So you don't need more discipline in that moment. You need fewer moments where a decision is available. Okay? 1, lay the track in advance. Baseline routines that don't get negotiated. Bedtime is not a discussion. Training is not a discussion. Same thing I told you last episode about the morning. When the household wakes up with zero energy, the motion shouldn't have to go looking for a direction. The track was already laid out. Routine is not a sacrifice. Routine is the highest form of self-respect, because it's the version of you that was already clearly making decisions for the version of you that's exhausted. Number 2, put the bloodline on the spreadsheet. At our house, the Cash Money Coins, it's a micro economy. They got assets. They track their own output, objective scoreboard, auditing, not be good and I'll give you something. See, that's transactional and it trains a consumer. The point is to move a kid from wanting the immediate payoff to understanding and appreciation. That's something that can be worth more later. You can't lecture a 9-year-old into that, okay? You have to let them hold an asset and watch it grow. And look, there's a level past this where you're actually putting kids on payroll inside the family business. And that's real, and I've looked at that. But that's a conversation with your CPA and attorney and all that, not with a podcast host. Understand me? Because how it works depends entirely on your entity's setup and whether the work is legitimate and all of that good stuff. I'm telling you, the door exists, though. I'm not walking you through it, though. Number 3, protect the attention space. This is important. Distraction is a cage with good decorations. If your family spends the day reacting to notifications, you're renting out the most valuable real estate you own. The space between everybody's ears. So the first hour is protected. Water, clear your head. Digital noise stays dead until you touch the day on your own terms. Not because screens are evil, because whoever gets your first hour sets your whole day. And that's a landlord decision. Number 4, audit the scoreboard, not the feeling. I said last episode, I'm gonna keep saying it. Comfort and recovery use the same words. Both of them say we need this. So run a weekly review on your own home, not vibes, output. Is everybody moving their body? Did the responsibilities get done? Did we take one step toward owning our time? Build the system, own the bloodline. Yeah, baby. Yeah, you know how I do it though. Yeah, it's Cashavelli, baby. Cashavelli. Yeah, you know how I do it though. Yeah. Better decision. Yeah. Better position. Come on. Slowed all the way down. This is what I'm missing. Used to move fast, now I move right. Better decisions done changed my whole life. Was folding under pressure, now I play my hand right. Vegas taught me when to bet, when to say goodnight. I don't chase the bag, I let it appreciate. Same money, better patience, different interest rate. Every move is calculated, I'ma demonstrate it. Better decisions, that's the reason why I'm meditating. Take my time, homie, gotta let it marinate. Patience, turn my bag into real estate. Better decisions, that's the difference. Same me, move different, made all the difference. Better decisions, that's the difference. Same me, move different, and that be the difference. Cut off the dead weight, now my circle equity. Used to carry the team, now they can't keep up with me. Turn down a quick flip for something that compounds. Better decisions, why I'm up, and they Yesterday, decline distraction. Now the focus getting paid. I used to want it loud, now I want it in my name. I rented all that noise back when I was chasing fame. Same me, moving different, now I calculate. Every note was a down payment on my real estate. Patience is a currency and I'm rich in it. The best move that I made was the one I didn't. Discipline to flex, everything else rented. Turn every L into a lesson, they made peace expensive. I started charging interest, now I can afford it. Better decisions, better positions, clear on what's important. Left the noise on red, don't argue, appreciate. They playing for the check, I'm setting up a checkmate. Keep making plays, every day that I observe. I let them talk, I take notes, interest what I earn.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Janice Shania, aka the Hippie Savage. I'm always tapped in with the Cashavelli Experience podcast. You know, shout out to Chris Cash, always bringing that heat. I teach yoga. You can also book me for pyro performances. Currently, I'm in collaboration with Downtown Yoga at Container Park, teaching an echo yoga class. The rest of the calendar is also pinned to the top of our pages, so go ahead and check that out. And we have a bunch of really awesome experiences coming very soon, so stay tuned, y'all.
Let's go. Yeah, Southwest Vegas, I be stacking all this paper. All black snapback, Sin City Raider. She always shopping online, now she all lazy. With no willpower, y'all call that hoe Jada. Hot potato, filled with cheese and a sour cream. Yeah, I keep the whole round and move that yada mean. Aesthetically, paint the room with that energy. It ain't hard to tell, I be where the wealth be. Don't try to sell me, homie, I'm from LV. Bitches pillow talking, that's a hotel fee. Play the odds in the game, cause it's all the same. Even with the OGs, we be making plays all day. We looking for the next play. The waitress Molly let us ski, that's an X game. Text exchange, snowflakes and a piece of cake. I just drop an SMH and I'm gone. Gotta flip another song. Gotta spit another flow. Gotta bag another O. Triple threat, that's a tic-tac-toe. Southwest Vegas, let me show you how to sell. I'ma need a Venmo, Cash App, or a Zelle. We be getting W's, never take a L. Las Vegas is for sale. Yeah, Southwest Vegas where we stacking all that paper. 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 Yeah, go. Yo, I spent more time at my kids' sports facilities than most agents spend at open houses. And coaching youth sports out here does something to your brain. You stop learning this valley by listing photos and you start learning it by drive time. You know which fields are worth the trip and which ones will have you sitting on that 215 for 45 minutes on a Tuesday, okay? And that's the part nobody tells you about buying in Las Vegas. The house is not the decision. The zip code is the decision. Southwest, Summerlin, Henderson. You can land at the same price point in all three. June median on a existing single family in this valley was right at $490,000, and that number will buy you into any of those three neighborhoods. Three completely different lives, different commutes, different schools, different resale in 5 years. You're not picking granite, you are picking your Tuesday. And most people shop this backwards. They scroll listings at midnight, fall in love with a kitchen, and figure out the neighborhood after. That's the standard getting set in the moment, okay? Buy a photograph at 11:45 at night. Same disease as everything else in this episode. I do it the other way around. Tell me what you actually want and tell me how you actually live. Where do you work? Do you need to be near the freeway? What does your week look like on a Wednesday, not a Saturday? Then we go find that house. And I'm not guessing on this. Anybody could pull up the comps. Comps don't tell you what the drive feels like in August because I'm the guy that is actually sitting in that car. So if you're moving to Las Vegas or you already live here and you're moving inside the valley, reach out before you fall in love with the listing. Let's talk about how you live first and let the house catch up.
Oh, baby.
My dog Chris Cash, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm out here bringing the heat.
We got the streets on lock and we gonna keep it that way, as I said, so.
You know.
So I draw so hard, homeowners wanna find me, but they gotta come and find me. You live live on a golf course. Why you mad, old man? Can you please remind me? Draw
What's
so
crackin'
hard,
like
it's
this
not
your boy
fading.
Ice Cube. Look,
Benjamin, I
I'm
just
out
got
here
faded.
gambling
Fairways,
with my
I'm over
homie
14,
Chris
but if you mind your
Cash.
business,
We in the
it'll be
casino.
gravy.
We
Draw so
doing it
hard,
big.
hit
We making
The ball
money.
ain't
You
supposed
know
to
how
be
we
here.
do it.
Draw
Come on,
so
man.
hard
Back
since
to
we
the
here.
tape.
I take a drop, that'll be fair. He's psycho. He's liable to go miss a putt and then throw a fit. 2 triples, 3 doubles, then got a birdie on hole 6. Draw so hard, got a broke club. 2 feet for a missed putt. Got a lab, got 0 torque, and still 3 putts, so we gave up. Draw so hard, I'm shocked too. It usually fades off the rocks, fool. Yo, turn on the tee box, hit it the same way that I do. Draw so hard, it's not fading. Went to the range for like 6 days. New driver, new swing, but on the course ain't nothing changed. Draw so hard, just behave. I hit my ball into a steel cage. I laugh it off, but I'm out of balls. Now I'm hitting ones that say range. Draw so hard, it's not fade. It's not fade. It's not fade. It's not fade. Let's do this.
This is Vegas.
Chris Cash.
I'll let your boy.
Alright, you know, I gotta drop some real talk for you. You know, the fastest way to end somebody isn't taking their money. It's actually giving them money before they were built to actually hold it. Because money doesn't change you, no. It just funds you. If you couldn't govern yourself broke, money hands you a wider menu of ways to lose. More rooms you shouldn't be in, more people you shouldn't be around, more decisions you now have the resources to actually go through with. Broke, those decisions were a thought, funded. They are a Tuesday. And here's the part that gets you. People start treating you like you matter now. Doors open, calls get returned, the room adjusts when you walk in. And you read that as respect. It isn't. It's a response to your balance, not your character. But because it feels like respect, you stop working on the person and you start working on the image. Now you're convinced you are growing. You're just better funded now. I've watched this in Vegas more times than I could count. This city will hand you access your character hasn't earned yet, and then charge you for that gap. Build the standard while the numbers are still small, because money is going to reveal exactly who you already were, and it always does. And that is real talk.
I went deaf on the bitch. Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more hoes, more shows. Ever since you left me, more diamonds, more gold, more motion, more hoes. I went deaf on the bitch. I went deaf on the bitch. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on the bitch.
I ain't lose a thing, set the migraines. She complaining about the things that we can't change. What needed to be changed was the view frame. Zoomed out and I finally saw the whole play. I was trapped, but now I'm on a new wave. Pretty girls love trap, come with 2 chains. In the fast lane till I made my own lane. Now she watched from the shoulder while I set the pace. That's the game, distraction is the whole play. Recognize it's the cage that they decorate.
I went deaf on the bitch. I went deaf on the bitch. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your man, MrBoomDizzle.com, LL Cool J. Checking out my homie, Chris Cash. There's a lot of cash involved, a lot of paper, man. A lot of numbers, man. A lot of serial numbers, man. Long, lot of decimal points, commas, colons, and everything in between it, man. Hey,
yo, what he does, this the boss, Rick Ross.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
You know how we get down.
Nigga, checking out my homie Chris Cash.
Cash right here.
Cashavelli Music.
You can't double tap what you can't see. I'm the version you never could be. I see why you scroll past me. I do what you can't believe, but I don't expect a thing. You can't even follow your dream. I see why you never call back. I see why you never text back. I see why you never hit like. I see why you never reply. I see that you viewed my stories, and I see why you can't support. I see why you never subscribe. Yeah, you attended on my timeline, month to month with no rent. Rent free in my head, I raised it. Now the room is vacant. Left left on red and that's fine. I'm heavy on the receipts. You typed and stopped, I seen the dots and that's a lot I seen. Hesitation pour like concrete, foundation of the same. Now my presence is expensive and my silence keeps it clean. I keep building this machine, locked in and I got the keys. Machine don't need a crowd, it just be collecting fees. And ain't no crowd inside my LLC. Double tap what you can't see. I'm the version you never could be. I see why you scroll past me. I do what you can't believe, but I don't expect a thing. You can't even follow your dream. I see why you never call back. I see why you never text back. I see why you never hit like. I see why you never reply. I see that you viewed my story, and I see why you can't support. I see why you never subscribe. Yeah, you know the hardest season of a man's life isn't the one where he's losing. It's the one where he's in between the versions. Not who he was, not yet who he is becoming. No armor, just growth. There's an idea from Abraham Twerski. He was a rabbi and a psychiatrist, which is a combination I do love. And I keep coming back to it. A lobster grows its whole life. Its shell does not. So the shell that fits last year becomes the thing pressing in on it this year. Tight, restrictive, uncomfortable. And the lobster got one option. Leave the shell, sit on the ocean floor with nothing on while a new one forms. Now here's the part I never hear anybody mention. The shedding isn't the hard part. The waiting is. Because in that window, the lobster has no defense. Anything in the water can take it, and it cannot rush the process. It just has to sit there, exposed, until the new shell finishes. That's what growth actually costs you. You outgrow the old habits. The old circle starts to feel small. The way you used to move doesn't fit who you were becoming. So you let it go. And then there's a stretch, sometimes months, sometimes longer, where you got to think about what you're doing here because you've got no identity to stand on. Old one is gone. New one isn't fully built yet, and you've been in that water exposed. Left rooms in this city I spent years trying to get into, right? Let go of versions of myself that people knew how to deal with. And for a while, I had nothing to hand anybody when they asked what I was doing. That's where most people turn around. They reach back for their old shell because familiar feels safer than exposed, even when familiar was suffocating them. So understand what you're feeling. The pressure is not failure. It's the shell getting too small. And that's not a warning. That is a measurement. So think about that one time for the one time.
Mic check 1 2. What is this?
Chris Cash.
Let's go.
Yeah, you better recognize the hustle.
Drop that, man.
Yeah.
Fresh on the inside. Cashavelli. Yeah, I wake up getting fresh. Clearing out my head. I be drinking water before I touch the bread. No phone for an hour. Let the noise stay dead. Sunlight with some silence for the city get fed. Fresh on the outside. Fresh on the inside. Wanna get fresh. Getting fresh starts in your mind. You want the microwaves. I want it permanent. Yeah. Chris Cash, I'm the architect of ownership. I'm a posted, I'm a owner, that's a different lane. In the moment, building equity, a different game. Loud is temporary, quiet legendary. Get fresh, dead fresh, cemetery. Everything I'm building, go outlive the death of me. Own it, that's the difference, that's the destiny. So I get up, get fresh, get what's owed to me. Let him cook, he got the recipe. Wake up, get fresh, going on something. Every day you don't build, you gon' owe something. They gon' rent the lifestyle, still own nothing. We gon' get up, get fresh, and go own something. Wake up, get fresh, going on something. Every day you don't build, you gon' owe something. They gon' rent the lifestyle, still own nothing. We gon' get up, get fresh, and go own something. Wake up, get fresh, go Get fresh, going clear head. Fresh on the outside, fresh on the inside. Fresh is the mindset, fresh starts in the mind. Fresh on the outside, fresh on the inside. Fresh is the mindset, fresh starts in the mind. Alright, here's something to sit with for today. The gap isn't a crisis, it's a construction site, it's a new build. And every construction site looks like a mess right up until it doesn't. So stop reaching backwards. The new shell is already forming. This is the Cashavelli Experience. You are tuned in to the frequency, baby. Stop scrolling, let me give you something free. This ain't for the radio, don't tell them who you made it for. This is for the ones that be out here building equity. This ain't for the radio, don't tell them who you made it for. Everybody listening, we on the same frequency. If this ain't for the radio, don't tell them who you made it for. For the energy, we multiply the energy. This ain't for the radio, this the frequency. This ain't for the radio, don't tell them who you made it for. I don't chase the algorithm, I replace the dough. Everybody want the blueprint, gotta pay the fee. Building from my vision, I don't build from what you see. I was up at 3 a.m. while the city sleep. Pain became a platform, I turned to equity. They gon' say I'm lucky, the house will disagree. If I don't see you where I live, then you dead to me. I don't need the validation, practice what I preach. Everything I'm dropping got a purpose, got a lead. Gotta feed them food for thought while they on my feet. Attention is the currency, my passion's energy. Stop scrolling, let me give you something free. If this ain't for the radio, then tell them who you made it for. For the ones that be out here building equity. If this ain't for the radio, then tell them who you made it for. Everybody listening, same frequency. If this ain't for the radio, then tell them who you made it for. For the people about to multiply this energy. If this ain't for the radio, this the frequency. Alright, here's where everything lands. Every expensive decision of your life gets made in a moment. And in the moment, tired, lonely at midnight, in a room you wanted to be in, you will negotiate every single time. So, you don't get to hold the standard with willpower. You hold it by setting it when nothing was on the line. One question does most of the work. Does it come back around? Ask it about the person, the client, the house, the room. If the answer is no, you're not in a relationship. You're in an audition. Today's move is in the ownership memo in the morning, written down where you could use it. Cashavelli.com. It's free, which means nobody could take that, baby. Tomorrow, next episode, I want to talk about the 5 subscriptions on your car doing one job. Because most people trying to build something right now aren't under-tooled. They're paying 5 companies to solve the same problem and calling it a tech stack. Stop auditioning. Ownership over everything, baby. Gotta get it automated, baby. And we out. I'll see you on the next one. Chris Cashavelli. This is The Frequency. I don't chase them, the system do it for me. Pipeline running while I'm coaching at 3. Woke up to a bucket and I ain't even touch my phone. Built it right so I could build it from my home. Automated, everything is automated. Money moving while I'm present, got it automated. Automated, everything is automated. This ain't luck, I engineered this automation. I was losing sleep, chasing deals I never closed. Now the sequence runs smooth, that's the flow. Every lead that gets funneled in gets a message. By the time that they ready, they've been vetted. Digital infrastructure, finger on the trigger. Database don't sleep, it be getting bigger. They think I'm working less, don't see the work behind it. Took me years to engineer, I designed it on autopilot. Follow up is like a ghost. Messaging my leads while I'm hanging with my folks. They see the life and think I'm lucky, nah, I paid the fee. Built a whole machine, now I'm living rent free. Freedom ain't a feeling, it's the framework you design. Get the right pieces, whole thing run on time. I don't work the system work for me. That's the difference with a job and a legacy. Yeah, I used to be available to everybody except the people who really mattered. Legacy ain't what you leave behind, it's what keeps running after you walk away. So I automated the hustle so I could stay present. I don't chase them, the system do it for me. Pipeline running while I'm coaching at 3. Woke up to a book and I ain't even touch my phone. Built it right so I could build it from my home. Automated, everything is automated. Money moving while I'm present, got it automated. Automated, everything is automated. This ain't luck, I engineered this automation. Yeah, I engineered this automation. I did what I did to make it. Made moves while I hesitated. Getting paid even on vacation. Yeah, they was doubting me, I was staying patient. Took the vision, gave it foundation. I created everything I got with conversations, dedication. Turned my hustle to a payment, turned my grind into an operation. Built a system, cash flow in every location. Yeah, then I got it automated. Investments all allocated. Just don't make it all complicated. Live your life and automate the rest.
That's it. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Do you understand?
I don't chase them, the system do it for me. Pipeline running while I'm coaching at 3. Woke up to a book and I ain't even touch my phone. Built it right so I could build it from my home. Automated, everything is automated. Money moving while I'm present, got it automated. Automated, everything is automated. This ain't luck, I engineered this automation.